Today we're going to visit the great Southwest, which has become the playground of America. And particularly we're going to Las Vegas, which just a few years ago was an unknown village, but today which is famous throughout the world. And I want you to meet one of the pioneers of Las Vegas, WILBUR CLARK, who runs the Desert Inn, the Stardust Hotel, and the Royal Nevada. So by long-distance telephone, I want you to meet one of the men who makes the wheels go round backstage in Las Vegas, Mr. WILBUR CLARK. What about this famed hotel of yours? Why should I or Harry Smith or anyone else want to come to the Desert Inn?
Well, I think that we have many reasons. I think the whole world would like to come to Las Vegas. We have wonderful climate, the greatest shows in the world, swimming and skating and skiing and golfing. We have one of the greatest golf courses in the world, we believe.
Well, I understand that the annual Tournament of Champions is also played at your golf course. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
You must win a sponsored PGA tournament in order to be invited to our tournament.
Well, I've heard of some wonderful charity connected with that tournament.
Well, possibly you mean the Damon Runyon Fund. In the last 7 years, the Desert Inn Country Club, we have given to Walter Winchell a total of a little over $300,000 for the Damon Runyon Fund. And we continue every year to give 40 or 50,000, or much as we can every year.
Now, Mr. Clark, isn't there something else that might sort of vaguely interest the people that come to your home?
I guess you mean gaming. We do have a little of that, yes.
I understand that gambling is legal in Nevada.
It's run on a very high plane by a state tax commission, which has been in since 1931. The legalized gambling has. The state tax commission has been in since 1945.
Confidentially, Mr. Clark, what are a player's chances out there? Aren't the cards sort of stacked against the player?
Well, actually, a player can play with the house or against the house.
Now, what percentage does the player have against the house, let's say in dice, for instance?
If you're betting on dice and you want to bet against the house, the odds are less than 1.5% against you. But you can also bet with the house, and the odds are 1.36.
Well, what about roulette or 21 or the other games you play out there?
Roulette has a certain percentage. You get so many checks back for the amount of money you bet, and there's 38 numbers against 36, so that's an actual percentage of 5 5/19. Now, if you want to go into blackjack, blackjack is a little different than any game. They claim that it's about 2.5% against the player, but actually you can't tell, because one player with a dealer is different than 2 players, and 3 players is different than 4 players.
Well, Mr. Clark, this has been very educational, and I sure wish I could get away from Washington and come out there and see it all. I might emphasize the word see.
Well, I'm sorry that you can't, but Mr. Pearson, I think we could take your camera crew and show you a few things that we have around here.
Gay and glamorous Las Vegas, once the millionaire's playground, is today a vacation spot for millions. One of the first sights one sees when coming from the airport is the world-famous WILBUR CLARK's Desert Inn. This luxurious oasis in the Nevada desert is one of the largest hotels in that state. 400 air-conditioned rooms and 5 restaurants, as well as cocktail lounges, cater to the everyday needs of the guests. But for relaxation, entertainment, this hotel has really gone overboard. Many of the rooms face this magnificent swimming pool, which is enjoyed by guests both young and old. Other rooms overlook the world-renowned Desert Inn golf course, where the annual Tournament of Champions is played. It's the only hotel-owned golf course in Las Vegas, but one doesn't have to be a golf pro to enjoy the skillfully designed fairways and the lush greens. WILBUR CLARK's Desert Inn offers the most outstanding names in the entertainment industry and shows that outdo even the best Broadway productions. Stars of stage, screen, and television, dancers, singers, comedians, variety acts, and showgirls galore perform in shows twice nightly for the dinner audience and again at midnight. Well-known comedian Jackie Miles is always a favorite here. And a favorite personality backstage is Wilbur Clark, president of the Desert Inn, who's given so many young entertainers their springboard to stardom. The gaming rooms are to many the main attraction at a Las Vegas hotel. But the Desert Inn is so designed as to offer a variety of activities for every member of the family. If gaming is the main objective of one's stay at the hotel, the Desert Inn offers 21 roulette, dice tables, and other games of chance, all of which are supervised by a Nevada State Commission. If dancing is your pleasure, the Desert Inn Starlight Room permits you to enjoy this activity in a friendly, informal atmosphere. 2 dance bands offer continuous entertainment till the dawn sun breaks over the desert horizon. This, then, has been but a brief glimpse at the variety of activities presented for your enjoyment at one of Las Vegas's leading luxury hotels, Wilbur Clark's famous Desert Inn.
Well, Mr. Clark, I must say this has been a most interesting and enjoyable experience.
Well, I hope sometime you can bring Mrs. Pearson and come out and see this in person. Thank you very much.
If you know of an interesting story you'd like to see in this program, please drop a card to me at New Horizons, Post Office Box 563, Radio City Station, New York 19. Box 563, Radio City Station, New York 19.
Interview portions of this program were filmed in New York City's largest skyscraper hotel, the famous Hotel New Yorker. Charles W. Cole, Executive Manager.
Be sure to watch New Horizons next week, same station, same time, and you'll meet some of America's outstanding executives whom I predict will help to make this country a better place in which to live.
Join us next week for New Horizons with Drew Pearson.